I don't understand why I'm so bad. I've been playing Siege on and off since Goran, and I feel like I've always been pretty decent. I came back in November after a year or so of not playing, and I'm absolutely awful now. I've been trying so hard to improve by watching YouTube videos and practicing my aim daily, but if anything, I'm just getting worse. I'm a level 160 with 436 hours played, getting queued into lobbies with people who say they just got the game a day or so ago, and I'm losing almost every game. My KD is roughly zero point 0.5 since I started playing again, and I practically live at the bottom of the leaderboard. I don't understand how people who have had the game for 2 days are winning every single gunfight against me. I feel like I have good game sense and I've adjusted my sensitivity to where I'm comfortable with it. My aim is okay, but somehow I end up dying all the time regardless, and I'm not doing any better than when I first started playing again. I've been playing almost daily and tried so hard to get good at this game again, but no matter how hard I try, I can't. I understand I'll naturally get better if I have fun, but it's so hard to have fun when I'm no competition to players who have hundreds of less hours than me. It's to the point where I just don't have fun playing the game anymore, and I feel that I'm just not capable of competing with everyone else. It's taking a big toll on my confidence, and I'm thinking maybe Siege just isn't for me. I came across that post on Reddit, and um, I just feel like I've kind of been going through the same boat as Seth. I haven't been on and off. It's whether me being logged in or not. Like I think I try harder at on some days than I do on others. I feel like um, there are those days where you're just, or there could be streaks where you're not doing or performing that well. But um, I have to say that most of my time I spent solo queuing. So most of the things that I've done is solo queue. So when I'm playing with a team, I'm not performing that well because I'm kind of just used to kind of like doing my own thing, but around my teammates. But I feel like if I feel like the reason the person is saying this because they're solo queuing. But um, I don't know. Like I feel like if you are truly feeling like the game isn't for you, it's probably not. There are games out there that aren't for people. Call of Duty is not for me. I'm not. I don't like Call of Duty. I like it's a cool game. Call of Duty's are alright nowadays, but ever since Black Ops, what was it like 3? I kind of locked out, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to tell you that Siege isn't for you. What I will say is that if you're not feeling Siege or if you're not fully that committed into because I'm gonna just say that it might just be the mindset. You can't go into the mind you can't go into a game with the mindset that oh I'm going to lose or I'm not going to do better. You gotta continue on. You gotta be like, all right, next game's gonna be better. Next game's gonna be better. Even if it doesn't, eventually it will. Like, and then once you catch that streak, then you're happy. You're happy all of a sudden. And then after you break that streak, then you're going to be more positive about things going on. Like, oh, I went 7 and like 4. That's a good milestone for me. If I could continue to do this, then a lot of times you're probably not. But you know, eventually you'll get there. You're not going to get there by not playing the game because they said in the beginning that they were on and off. They were on and off for about a year or they haven't played for like a year. Let's say they haven't played for like a year, just to make my example more um, prudent. But let's say they haven't played for like a year. Siege is a completely different game than it was a year ago. Siege is a completely different game than it was 2 days ago. So I, it's more of a learning curve for people because of the balance. People learn how to play a specific way, and then once they come back, they have to learn how to play a different way because there's a different type of method that's going on at that particular moment. So I'm going to say that I'm not going to call this nigga ass. I'm not going to say that. It's like you just have to learn the new landscape because you probably hopped in on the TDM meta. TDM meta was here for a minute, but um, a lot of people are a lot of people suck at the TDM meta. Swing of the beast slang. Um, and you want to know the best way to guarantee that you're not going to get better at the game though, you're, by quitting it. You're not going to get better at the game by quitting it. Like, true, it might not be your game, but there's a difference between leaving a game because you don't like it versus leaving a game because you're not good at it. And I feel like nobody is really good at a game when you first start. I have a couple of hidden gems, but nobody, everybody has to learn the game. And when it comes to Siege, it's a forever learning curve, at least in my opinion. But there's this one comment that sums it up pretty perfectly. That sums it up pretty perfectly, and it's kind of a read. But although you probably play scared, most people are so bad it doesn't make sense. Aren't actually that bad. They just play with zero confidence. You might not even realize it. Watch some positioning videos on YouTube and you'll quickly figure out whether this applies to you or not. Even if your aim isn't good most of the time, if you play like it's never good, you'll suck. This may not apply to you, but it applies to many bad players. So I still say, don't be afraid of enemies. Don't be afraid of forced gunfights when you have an advantage like intel. Never let your aim even enter your headspace during a round. Oh well, if it's not great, just try to hit your shots anyways. Who cares? Do you think if you sit in the corner and avoid the easy fight, he's gonna walk up towards you backwards with his gadget out? No, he's probably gonna destroy you because you gave him the advantage by letting him be the one to push you. If you're in a 1v8 situation, don't panic, don't give up, and play like a monkey. Winning a 1v1 is easy, winning 1v2 or 3 is challenging but possible. And winning a 1v4 or 5 is actually pretty possible because you probably have lots of time to bait them into pushing you. You'd be surprised how easy it is to kill 5 people all by yourself, but all it takes for them is to get thirsty and have bad positioning. I'll say right now, anyone who plays rank can win a 1v5. I see my copper friend who has mid aim and trash games since win 1v5s just because the other team has some bodies. My aim is trash and a year of learning. Excuse me. My aim is trash and my aim is trash and in a year of learning to just take fights away. I've gone from gold stuck to do just fine in higher ranks. And my aim still sucks. What made me better is I stopped playing like a headless chicken and realized game sense isn't ever enough if I never actually use it to take an easy fight. I've I stopped worrying about my aim and just said whatever. I'll push anyways and take the fight while I have the advantage. And I started to get a lot more kills and winning a lot more games. Like I said, people won't realize it, but your lack of confidence in your aim can make you play really stupid. And I almost agree with 100% of what I just read. Um, Only thing is, I think you not worrying about your aim isn't the right move. But everything else I said, you gotta put everything else I said, or I said through them, is pretty much spot on. If you play like you're going to lose, and I already said this, if you're playing like you're going to lose, then you're probably going to lose. Like you can't continue being like, oh, I lost the last one, and then I'll just probably going to lose the next one because I'm not good. you know. And I hop into lobbies where, and I used to do this a lot too because it might just be self deprecation or people actually believe this, but they'll hop in like, "Oh, I'm so bad." Da-da-da-da. It's like, if we get a win, that'll be lucky. It's like nobody wants to hear that. Imagine if LeBron goes to the fucking Lakers and was like, "Man, we lost the last game, so I don't really know about this." Nigga, no, nah. Like, I feel like if you're trash, there's always room to get better, but you're not going to get better by admitting you're trash. Ice JJ Fish cannot sing for fucking shit, but we made this nigga the most popular nigga ever because he actually believed in himself. What if Michael Jackson lost his white glove and was like, you know what? I'm not going to moonwalk anymore. What if Terry Crews could finish this video for me? That would be cool because I ran out of shit to say. It's Craig vs. Sure, that's Josh Jr., the third video government nuisance because that's the name of the channel. And I don't, I, if you're trash, there's always room for improvement. But you're not going to improve by admitting you're trash. You're only going to improve by seeing the progress that you do because you're not going to play this game for a fucking year and completely do the same, bro. You're either going to do better or worse. And it might be a small little scale where it goes up and down, but you're either going to do why the fuck am I Clash?